Nancy Pelosi, strong words for President Trump. It was yesterday. We're going to roll you the tape. Do it.
The president, I think, talking about this wall, is expressing a sign of weakness. He's saying, I can't control our borders. I have to build a wall. We certainly would like to. We have a responsibility to control our borders. Building a wall is not an answer, not here or any place. Well,
there you have it. I know. Look who's here. His name is David Webb. He's itching to say something about this. I won't hold him back. Say it.
Boy, I had to pause for a moment. Remember that EMACA lady is here, and I have to be nice.
Yes.
I'm also on the Varney show.
Yes.
So, Nancy Pelosi doesn't know what she's talking about. What else is new? There's an act, the Secure Border Fence Act of 2006, which already includes these provisions, but I'm a numbers guy and we're on a business show. If it cost us about $114 billion a year to all of us taxpayers in America to take care of illegals, and a fence costs $20 billion, maybe it costs $30 billion, maybe it costs $40 billion, which is a better deal? $114 billion or beginning to turn the trajectory and reduce the cost of illegal aliens? The border security, fence, wall, electronic interdiction, returning them at the moment they get caught coming across, all of these are part of security. Nancy Pelosi is simply a partisan hack.
Well, I look, there's politics involved here. And I think the Democrats want to hang on to the Hispanic vote, and opposing the wall is a pretty good way of doing it. And I think that's the bottom line here.
On behalf of many Hispanics I know, they're offended. Not all Hispanics are for open borders. Not all Hispanics are for illegal immigration. I lived in Texas. It's mixed. You have blended families. I spent a lot of time down in Florida. It's mixed. This idea that if you're black, you belong to the Democrats, or if you're Hispanic, you belong to the Democrats, or if you're women, you belong to the Democrats, is offensive and should be offensive to Americans.
I'm sorry I offended you with that statement there, David. I do apologize.
You never offend me, Mr. Varney.
How about this? Bernie Sanders, over the weekend, I'm going to say he took a shot at Democrats. Watch this.
What is clear to anyone who looks at where the Democratic Party today is that the model of the Democratic Party is failing. Clearly, the Democratic Party has got to change. And in my view, what it has got to become is a grassroots party, a party which makes decisions from the bottom on up, a party which is more dependent on small donations than large donations.
He's not opposing identity politics. He's not saying, I oppose that. He's saying, I oppose capitalist policies. That's, I think, where he's coming from.
He's also proposing mob rule from the bottom up, grassroots. We see how well it worked out with the false narrative in Venezuela. We see how it worked out in Greece. We see how it worked out in the pigs, Portugal, Italy, Ireland, and Greece. Their policies are socialist policies. Bernie Sanders will never be president, thank God, and likely will never be in a position to affect American politics, largely just a movement of ill-informed, and I repeat that, ill-informed people who actually don't understand how the world works from an economic standpoint.
You know, the French election over the weekend, all attention paid to Marine Le Pen. Would she win? Would she come in first or second? I'm looking at the results and saying that the left absolutely lost hands down. The Socialist Party candidate got 6% of the vote. That's it.
It tells you something about people's realities, Stu, when they really take a look at what's going on in their country and they see the idea that these socialist policies are bankrupting them, their families, they're bankrupting companies where they need jobs. I mean, France is fundamentally changing and not for the better, and the EU needs to go. It's already on its way, but this election tells you a lot about the EU and about sovereignty.
Yeah.
And about what people want for their countries.